Now, yesterday, the Kiminini Member of Parliament, Didmus Barasa, was prepared to grace a function which was set to hand over the 5 newly renovated classrooms at Louisville Baptist School. But the drama that Barasa caused at that venue made that event to end up premature.
So, mimi nikapewa kazi.
Now, we are continuing with our punchline discussion. But if you are watching me for the first time and you have not yet subscribed, please just consider subscribing so that you help us to grow this platform. Again, for the past 2 days, we received a good number of new subscribers. So I also use this opportunity to welcome them on this platform. Please feel at home and feel free to drop your comment and also your advice. Now, Didmus Barasa gave a 3.4 million contract to Stephen Masinde, who is popularly known as Kay. And this guy did his job. And after finishing the job, he has been chasing Didmus Barasa to pay for the work that he did. Remember, as you take contract, there are people who are working for you, and definitely you need to pay these people. So it means this guy has been paying for that work from his pocket, hoping that as Didmus Barasa will pay his money back, definitely he will recover the money that he has used to do that job. So in as much Kay was asking for his money, Didmus Barasa turned violent and he became so much abusive to these guys. When they narrate that story, if you listen to them very carefully. So once Barasa was set to come and open the school and hand over officially to the principal, to the headmaster, the contractor decided just to lock those classrooms so that Didmus Barasa can pay their money before taking credit for that job. But the man turned violent and he just slapped the guy in public, despite the fact that Didmus Barasa is a honorable member of parliament representing the Kiminini people, and this guy is among the individuals who come from Kiminini constituents. Now, Stive Kay is not the only victim who has suffered from this heinous act. If you follow this story very careful, you are going to discover that there are so many individuals whom Didmus Barasa has just robbed in the same way. I saw Makwiny writing on his Facebook page how his friend Didmus Barasa was robbed by Didmus Barasa. And according to Makwiny, Didmus Barasa was asked by Didmus Barasa to deliver a 1 million furnitures to him with a promise to pay once delivered. And during that time, Barasa was just elected in for the first time as the member of parliament of Kiminini. So it means it's almost 9 years since that time, and up to date, Didmus Barasa has never received his money for the product that he delivered to this guy. Now, after having all this story, it tells you that Barasa has a bad reputation toward the common mwananchi in Kenya with the act that he's trying to do here. And so, the people whom we are calling hustlers, those who are doing the small-scale business, the small contractors, are viewing Didmus Barasa as an enemy to them. Now, if you follow very carefully the story of Didmus Barasa, there was a time when Barasa was telling a story in a funeral when his friends died. And Barasa went on to say that he was once working in Kenya Air Force. And so one day, Barasa and his colleagues were looking for a loan. So they went ahead to ask their boss to sign their letter so that they can process the loan later. But their boss refused to sign those letters. So Barasa went on later, and on behalf of his boss, he signed all those letters, then stamped them. And these guys went ahead to process money. So that's how Barasa got fired from the Air Force. So it tells you Barasa has a reputation and he has a history. Now, William Samoei Ruto is running a manifesto, the bottom-up approach to economy. That's the model he's using. And he's running also on a hustler movement. And if you talk about William Samoei Ruto and you're talking about Western region politics, the name Didmus Barasa will pop up definitely. People like Rashida Chess and the team, they will always come to the picture. And so, these are the individuals that William Samoei Ruto is using to campaign in Western region. And Didmus Barasa is now a violent man. Before, Barasa was rated high among the individuals who are performing well. But I'm sure after this act and the story now that are coming out to show who Didmus Barasa is, I'm sure that rating is going to go down. And therefore, in as much William Samoei Ruto is making inroad to Western region, if he's going to keep on using such individuals, then he might not have a good influence in Western region politics. Because we can see how his people is treating the common mwananchi, whom is calling a hustler, with impunity. Again, if you remember about Rashida Chessa, there was a time when Rashida Chessa slapped an IBC returning officer. And that was not enough. There was also another time when these individuals were carrying out a demonstration against the stand that Malala and Musalia Mudavadi has taken over the Mumias Sugar Company. Then there were individuals who were asking them questions. Chessa turned violent. So, it is telling you clear that those individuals whom William Samoei Ruto is banking on for the support of Western region might not be trusted people to deliver votes to him. These people are definitely very violent. And for that reason, I don't see them doing a favor to William Samoei Ruto. Hata Boni Khalwale ni mtu wa kurusha mawe. He turn up with stones. He throws stones. And therefore he's not showing leadership. That's why I always tell you that if William Samoei Ruto would want to have a say or a sizable number of votes or even a win in 2022 general election, he will need to have serious people who are respected on ground on his side during the campaign time. That's why I tell you every time that William Samoei Ruto would need to go into a coalition with people like Musalia Mudavadi, Akina Masika Wetangula, the grown-up people who can show way to the people on ground. But banking on individuals like Didmus Barasa, definitely these people are going to let down William Samoei Ruto. And remember also, Steve Kay is a popular musician in Western region. And this guy was composing song for President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Samoei Ruto, even this Didmus Barasa, during the 2017 general election. So this is a man who has a following. And when you do such acts to him, it means those people who like his music, the followers who believe in him, definitely will not be happy with the act that Didmus Barasa did to this guy. And even all the small traders, the small contractors, and everyone who is in business might not go outside there to receive a contract from Didmus Barasa. So it tells you that people are definitely going to fear the influence of this guy. And many of us believe that Didmus Barasa is a man from discipline force. And therefore, we expect the Didmus Barasa to at least to act with the discipline. This is a man who was a soldier. And therefore, Didmus Barasa ought to have respected this guy and look for another way to solve all those problems, rather than making such drama in public. And at the end of the day, he went on shaming Steve Kay. And that's how now people are learning that Didmus Barasa is a goon. and not a leader. So we understand politicians don't care. But we are going to see how Didmus Barasa is definitely going to gain the confidence of Kenyans after tainting his image here. But as I said, Ruto will need to have serious people. But if it's banking to people like Didmus Barasa, then already they are embarrassing the hustler nation. They are embarrassing the hustler movement. Didmus Barasa has embarrassed the bottom-up approach to the economy. William Samoei Ruto want to empower the common mwananchi, the small-scale traders, the common contractors outside here. But Didmus Barasa has turned to be an enemy of these individuals. This is how politics play. We will take time to understand how they are going to heal this situation. But again, you see, he has a number of these people. That's why you will see Ruto complaining that once people in Western have their Harambes, will always call him. But at the end of the day, if it comes to voting time, they will always vote to another person, but not the Ruto whom they have been calling for Harambes. So Ruto should learn that he don't have the right people who he can use on the ground to sell his message. Because these people definitely they are sabotaging William Ruto on the ground. So you need to look for the right people who can send the right message and who can at least behave well so that he can be seen as a serious person associating with the right people who will definitely deliver to his presidency. Politics is a game of number. We have Musalia Mudavadi here trying to woo the Luya common people on his side, and he's trying. He has managed to get some number. Remember, Western region was fully ODM when Musalia Mudavadi was the deputy party leader of ODM. But through ANC, he has tried to get a number of votes. That's why you see he's pushing to be on the ballot in 2022. So, such mistake by Didmus Barasa, Akina Rashida Chesa, and all things that Boni Khalwale and the team are doing, how they approach to people with a lot of arrogance, definitely is going to serve in the favor of Musalia Mudavadi and the team there. Because these people will be viewed as a common enemy to the people. So let us give time to see how this situation is going to be healed. But again, obvious, there was something Kabogo did one time when they were heading to election. There are some words that he used, and those words definitely hurted Kabogo. He never got voted in for the second time as the governor of Kiambu County. So Barasa is also doing the mistake here when we are heading to election. In as much he could have done a good job, then that small mistake might hurt him to the end.